Hello, this is Baseray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing that hot new Avengers game that the whole world's on about. I can only assume this is it, as I get all my news through the radio. Let's get in here, shall we? I'm told this is like a kind of a looter, well not shooter, but it's Diablo. I'm not going to keep the ruse going, but I've not actually played this. I played the Lego Marvel game. That was great. And I was disappointed when they made this one. It's like, it's just the Avengers. No. I mean, still. But I'm seeing this is more based on the films than just sort of generic Avengers. Age of Ultron is actually quite a disappointing film in hindsight. A little bit too much going on. Especially when you compare it to like the other 4 to 6 Avengers films. It's still good, don't get me wrong. It's just, you know, not as good.
This is Maria Hill to all Avengers.
A bold move. You start your Avengers game playing as Hawkeye and... I always struggle with her name. It's Black Widow. I mix her up with Scarlet Witch, so I end up with Scarlet Widow and Black Witch, which is a little bit funny. But is it me, or is the camera not quite centered on me? You know, like it's on. It's just to the right of where I am. I'm of the strong opinion that Lego games were at the best when they were Lego Star Wars, but also peaked at Lego Jurassic World. Ooh. Oh no, this is just a tutorial. Didn't need that. Back when it was like a secret code to even know how to play them. I think Lego Jurassic World was a game invented entirely for me. How do I juice this? Alright, she can turn invisible. I just assumed it would be her. Maybe it is him. Who can do this? Only characters with electrical powers, like Black Widow or Thor, of course. Does she have electrical powers though? I mean, not really.
Never too busy to help out.
All right, hold X. Okay. This is actually controlling really jankily because. All right, so you have to hold it out, but it comes up with the little reticle thing for aiming. It's fine. See, I actually like Lego games after you complete the story and you're just doing everything in free play mode. And like it turns off all the mini games, you have all the characters there ready. And it's just about, you know, doing shit. What can she do? Jesus Christ. Okay. What I like about these sort of mini games is you can guess at them entirely and you often end up actually doing them. Alright, Hawkeye, are you going to shoot that with a rope arrow? Yeah. Actual Lego ropes kind of hard to come by in sets, so when you do get one from like a Spider-Man or someone with the right kind of grappling hook, they're really useful for like making action scenes out of your Lego toys, if like me, you still play with Lego. Oh, obviously she's the only one that can hack this. Mock Hawkeye all you want, but remember how in the first Avengers film, Loki takes him and him alone and essentially almost takes over the world just by having Hawkeye on his side. It does raise the debate, if he'd have picked any other Avenger, would life have been much easier for him? Oh. Did Lego games get worse after they started having voice acting? It's possible. I think they lost a certain amount of their creativity back when they had to do everything with like, so it's almost Simlish. Okay. I don't really know what I did then, to be honest. Can I play as a superhero, please? This is like, it's like playing Lego Star Wars and playing as anything other than a Jedi. Like, okay, but here we go. I'm Hulk. I don't need to know this. It's Hulk. He smashes. It's what he does. Look at that. I should push some other buttons to see if you can do. Oh, you can control it with the controller. There's Iron Man as well. I'll go back to Iron Man. All right, let's ram this up first. Oh, I think I need Iron Man for that. Right. Can Hulk picture? No. Can you? No. It's weird. I know extensively how to play Lego Marvel, in which Hulk and Iron Man both exist, but they control slightly differently, which is a strange thing. Okay, so I do need Hawkeye to that. Hulk can't just rip that off of his strength, nor can Iron Man using a grappling hook. I assume he has on him. And yet... use the repulsors. Yes. Oh, I just did a missile. I think. One day I will actually be able to hit that B button and do the maneuver. Just fly over it. Look. Wait. There's a slight delay on getting stuff to happen, I have noticed. I don't know, does this game even... Will it have an open world section as most LEGO games do now? It's sort of the done thing. Some people don't like it. I'm actually a big fan. Yeah. Oh. That was really lame. That one was better. I could have made the same joke about playing the hip new Avengers game, and I've got a number of old SNES games lined up that I will eventually get to. But like as is the case, they're nearly always just old, quite difficult, shitty beat 'em ups. Every now and again, I'm pretty sure I hear Robert Downey Jr.'s voice, but I'm also pretty... Oh. So their combo move is that he just shoots the Hulk, and the Hulk gets a bit angry, which I can respect. I'll be honest, this game doesn't look great, does it? Like, it's a bit like lacking in colour. I think Hulk's a bit dull. He should be bright green. Come on, Tony. Shoot. No. I don't think I can activate his beams unless I'm in the air. I remember back when, you know, when it was all about fucking Superman in Lego Batman 2, which was one of the better Lego games in general. Because it was secretly Lego Justice League, but they didn't want to say it, and then they went a bit too far with the third one. I need to change the audio. I can barely hear what they're saying. It's not an option. I'm going to turn the hints off. I can make the sound effects quieter, but that won't make the audio louder. And it's not down here anywhere. So that's... Well, I mean, that's it. That's disappointing. They've kind of got separate controls to music and sound effects, but not enough. Is that Cap? I have the Lego version of that bike. And Iron 4. I mean, I'm excited to play as Cap. No, 4. Yeah, obviously. But don't really want to play as Cap, because I'll be honest, I like Captain America. Great character. Really boring fighting style. Because it is pretty much just either punching or throwing shields at stuff. And like, the more fancy they make his shield throwing abilities, the more completely unrealistic they are. And they've got to be careful with that shield, because even though it's made up of that you know, vibranium, the more you think about it, the more like utterly impossible it becomes. Like it absorbs impacts, but also redirects them. But then it still makes a sound, and somehow it can absorb impacts. But when you throw it at stuff, it still does damage, and it's not sharp, but it cuts every. It's just don't think about it. Is the trouble. Right. What can Thor do? Obviously, he can throw his hammer. He can fly. Oh, good. It does spin the hammer. I was hoping for that. Flight control is not great. Got that thing where you're flying or you're not. It's very hard to move seamlessly between them. I might manage to do the power up at some point. Right, throw your hammer at that. I swear, LEGO games run so hot and cold, don't they? Like sometimes it feels like it's a real labour of love, and other times it's like, we need a LEGO game this summer. What are we going to build here, do we think? Is it going to be like a big watering can? Damn it. Right, see, I think he charges up his lightning, then he's lightning infused. And what, can Iron Man break this? I keep calling him Iron Man. I know he's not. Oh, that's it. You put your shield out, and then for some reason he can jump and slam on them, but then fall off a ledge in a move I had no control over. It's the trouble. They have to come up with kind of a dumb ability for the shield to be useful. Like it can't always just be deflecting a random beam when everyone else can just shoot a beam. It is a tank. It appears to be a tank. I'm hoping I can drive this. I don't want it to be self-driving. Yes. Oh, it's a little drill bot. It is self-driving, but kind of like I'm driving it, so I'll allow it. There's no music. Did I turn the music off? I have turned the music off. I wondered why that was the case. Get iconic Avengers music from Avengers 2. You know the one. I don't know. Although, I mean, to be fair, there is some iconic Avengers music now. Or is it more like generic superhero music? Oh. Right, bit more going on there than I thought. Cap. Yeah. Yeah, fight me. Confused now, aren't you? What does this do, though? Yeah, cameras are off. But now... Still can't throw something at you. Can I throw this at you? No. Can I shoot you with the beam? No. Okay, never mind. You can live your life. Clearly I need an ability I don't yet have. And I think it's going to be some sort of digging-based ability, looking at this. I don't know what... I don't even know what characters are in this, to be honest. Because if it's just like the standard Avengers, you're going to get what? Like these guys, you're going to get Vision at some point, probably. And then Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. But I mean, like, they haven't... There's no Wolverine, as far as I know. I mean, I genuinely don't know. And it's going to be beyond the scope of this video, I suspect, for me to actually play to that point. Can I just fly over it? Oh, I actually can. Can I... No? I'll be honest, it's just really lazy, isn't it? Like, there was just a brief 4 clip in there. Why can't I smash this? He's Thor, God of Thunder. I'm pretty sure if he wanted, he could destroy a planet. He's my favourite Avenger, and probably the strongest Avenger. Let's be realistic. Some people say it's Hulk, but remember that bit where Hulk and Thor had a fight, and Thor didn't have his hammer? Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's more I can do to this, but I don't know what. Something about shorting these out. Can I just walk around it? No. that break it? There we go. I swear to God. I swear to God. Biggest part of Lego. If you're ever stuck in a Lego game, it's just you haven't smashed enough shit, isn't it? Look. His shield activated this switch for some reason. Which did something that somehow shorted the gate out. Now watch, as for some reason you require Captain America's shield to focus the godlike power of Thor's hammer. In a minute. Yeah, see, watch. Because no other way of doing that. The only logic to that maneuver is when Captain America is surrounded and Thor needs to save him, but Thor's too destructive and it would kill including Captain America.
Sir, the city is taking fire.
Oh, we know Strucker's not going to worry about civilian casualties. Send in the Iron Legion.
Do I get to play as the Iron Legion? That'll be fun. I will enjoy that greatly.
This quadrant is unsafe.
Part of me would genuinely enjoy that.
We are here to help. Please back away. We are here to help.
Is that a different voice for the Iron Legion? It doesn't sound quite right.
It's the Avengers.
They have to be after the scepter.
We will not yield. The Americans sent their circus freaks to test us. We will send them back in bags. No surrender!
One of the great joys of being a Marvel fan is trying to describe what powers does Scarlet Widow, Scarlet Witch, Wanda. What powers does Wanda have? It's definitely telekinesis, but also she does mind control, but she never does it again after this film, really. Some say she's weird. Is that her power? I wonder who I'll get to play as here. Will it be them, or will it be...
He's a blur.
Clint's hit pretty bad, guys. We're gonna need evac.
I can get bought into the jet. The sooner we're gone, the better. You and Stark secure
This...
Copy that.
I mean, this is just Avengers, but it's Age of Ultron. But it's not... I mean, it can't just be one film. That film doesn't really have enough content to make a whole game. They could have done the first film as well, though.
We're detecting a large number
You'd
of
get
airborne threats above the
something.
surface.
Big fight against the
We'll need to
Chitauri.
them so Captain Rogers can find his way inside.
I'm on it. Oh, right. Well, this is way better. This is just the hammering of the buttons. Can I turn around? I can. Everyone always loves the like on rails flighty segments of when Avengers get. Oh, I'm a true Avenger. No matter what, in my head, that when you get that level up in a Lego game, it's always true Jedi. Like that's what I think of it is. I feel like that's almost a test, isn't it? As well, if you're like you ask someone their gaming age, it's like in a Lego game, what is it? What's the power up called when you get enough studs? So, oh, that's true Jedi mode, or if you know the easier games, true Jedi. I can't even think of any of the other ones, to be honest. This is a save icon, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, he's too big to go in there. He needs to de-power himself. Then he'll be skinny and he can do it. And also shorter for some reason. It's unclear why the device made him taller. Genuinely one of the bits that's kind of untouched in the MCU is the mythical power of his abilities. The serum. What have we got here? What is that? Oh, it looks like a large gun. I think it's a mortar. The strategy has been the same since day one as well. The best maneuvers you can do is just to run and attack, jump and attack. That's beat 'em up 101, isn't it? Stan Lee, he needs me. He was alive when this was made. I don't know why I brought that up. I'm getting distracted fighting these enemies. I know it does nothing. What does this do? Can I use it? Oh, here's the controls. Fire! What's it gonna do? Oh, I thought it'd be more than that. I was expecting a large explosion. My current goal is I'm going to finish like this level, which is probably not that far off, given that I've just got the true Jedi status. His combo move, his ultimate, I don't know, the way you hold B moves, quite lengthy, aren't they? And the other characters, just sort of the henchmen, have to kind of just limply stand and watch, don't they? Let's ignore them. So I'm gonna try and complete this level, and I just want to see, are you just in Avengers Tower as a hub? I could see that as it's just that, like, that's your big hub, and you can go between there. Maybe the helicarrier that doesn't exist at this point because they blew him up in Captain America, or possibly the because you go to Clint's farm at some point, so maybe there's like shifting zones. I could buy that as well. Like smaller moving hubs. Not like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings just gave you all of Middle Earth in a very confusing, condensed style. You could just sort of run from one corner to another. Highly satisfying, that game. Is he dead? He's dying. Okay. Oh, look. Here's one of the things. Can I just smash it? No. Christ. What are you doing if you're playing this like in 2-player mode? It must take forever. Well, I unlocked a bunch of shit. Like, can you imagine how boring it would be to be an Iron Man for this section? Like, it's fun enough, but not for like the whole time. Come on then. Down you go, down there. Hit that. I still got damaged by it, even though I put the fires out. Hang on, so there's just a prompt that destroys it, which means I'm pretty sure I've messed up and run by one earlier on. I can go back to it easy enough. That's fine. Is this something here? Do I have to just really smash it all? Yeah. Oh, here we are. Stan Lee, I've saved you. So, was that meant to happen, or was that an optional collectible? Because it kind of felt like he was leading me somewhere. I think he was just telling me there was a way I could go there. I'm really annoyed with myself that I boned that up. Oh, damn it. Oh, you can just jump down. You can just jump, it's fine. Just go ignore those guys. So, where was the other cannon? It was... Nope. Yeah. Because you know how he often like fully reflects shit with his shield, like back at people, probably. How did I miss this? That you could just do that? Can someone just jump out of there? Probably an enemy. Ignore it. Later, losers. Ladder out, of course. Enemies aren't allowed to follow me. That breaks all the rules. So you're going to be fighting like the Hydra guys here, and then it's going to be Ultron bots later. And is that going to be it? Maybe, oh, maybe if you go to what I was going to say Uganda, but it's actually Wakanda. Do I push that? Oh no, I just shot him. I don't want to be him yet. Yeah, if you go to Wakanda. Oh! But now it's Iron Man in there.
Sentry mode.
Always bugged me in the movie when he gets in there and he gets out of the suit.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like such a bad idea. And in hindsight it was. Okay, I'm on board for this. This I deeply respect. The trouble is, when they do these, like, using the voice from just from the films, it doesn't give them any leeway for anything, really. It's foreshadowing to Thanos attacking. Even though he doesn't ever tell anyone about it. Well, I guess he kind of does. Wait, no, he doesn't. Behold, the scepter of Loki. It's actually the Mind Stone, but they didn't know at the time. Did Thanos know? Probably. Okay, right. Then if you skip this, it skips too much normally. It doesn't show you, like, mini kit shit you built. I wonder what the mini kits even are in this. They made sense in Star Wars when they were like little ships. But I guess in this, there aren't really any vehicles. Iron Man armors? No. That is a big list of characters, isn't it? And the fact that they're all saying Age of Ultron makes me think this covers probably multiple Avenger films. Or... I mean, I know it's definitely not Infinity War. Maybe... Was this out with Civil War? That I could kind of see. If this came out around and included Civil War, then there's a lot more characters and a lot more kind of action, because you can have, you know, hero on hero fights. I got one of the mini kits, but I didn't really see what it was. 3 gold bricks though, not bad. Not bad at all. Mr. Red. Previously.
The Tesseract has awakened. It is on.
You remember that guy? Thanos didn't care about him. Ronan just twists his neck off and he's fine with it.
Its power. But our ally knows its workings as they never will.
We all know who it is.
And our force, our Chitauri, will follow. The world will be his. The universe
Okay.
yours. And the humans, what can they do but burn?
So it does include the first Avengers as well, and that's a flashback, which I get because they kind of wanted a more action-y opener, and then you can go back to the more, you know, restrained level, which is this one. Ah, Maria Hill. You definitely do something. Not sure what, but you're there. Are you his assistant? She's deputy director of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think, but is that like is that like deputy to the director or deputy director?
Sign of Coulson, sir.
Oh wow, I actually get to play as these two. That's
Director Fury?
good.
Agent Hill, is that you? Could I get a little help here? I got locked in during the evacuation.
Dang it, Coulson. Sorry, sir. It looks like we've got work to do.
Yeah, new characters. Wait, so I might...
So the Russians evacuate this place.
so this... I'm not actually playing a level at this point. This is like an interstitial section. And... Alright. So what's he got? He can turn invisible, spy-like, and... She can just call in S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. I feel like that should be the other way around. Is that? That's just a gun. Right, she can't... I quite like that. Her move, she goes prone and then aims at shit. Right, what does he have anything special? No. Somehow he is less powered up than she is. Give me Nick Fury, Ultimate Nick Fury from the comic books, where he was like a super spy. And he also had, he had these really cool, like instead of using a parachute, he had these jump shoes where if you just landed on your feet, it would absorb all impact. So that opens up with a cool shot of him just falling through the sky and he lands, you know, a bit like Chell, but they're regular shoes. Come on, he's director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Of course that'll let him in. Is he agile enough for this maneuver. Realistically, no, he's quite an old man. But Maria Hill can presumably do it for some reason. Oh, I'll have to make a method for him to get down, won't I? Oh, come on, don't make me aim at things. Just do all the work for me. There we go. I'd always like it in these games where you can't tell what the thing is till the thing's done. It's always quite satisfying. Also, the guys I summoned, they're still here. I could summon 2 more in. That's, I mean, I feel like that's weird. It's just an old feature. Am I going to have to do something here? Because I did not pay attention. Oh. Alright, I do have to put a code in. I wasn't paying attention and I missed the first one anyway. Alright, that's fine. No, I got it. Got it on the second attempt. This, you know, 3-digit sequence is fine.
Sir, we don't know.
What about Selvig?
Dr. Selvig read an energy surge from the Tesseract 4 hours ago.
NASA didn't authorize
I hope there's a level in the lab where you get to play as Selvig and Loki, and Loki's not really doing anything, and Selphie's building a machine. Selvig. Yes, Agent Coulson, and the fact that it doesn't say like Avengers version means that, you know, he's not getting another version in the game. There's no Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Coulson, right? What can Coulson do? He's got a gun. Good. He's got a hand grenade. A very slow firing one. But he's got a lot of them. So that I respect. I remember in... it was in when they first added like explosive weapons in one of the Lego Star Wars games. It did like more damage than anything else. It was like a one-hit kill, and you could really piss off like whoever you're playing with by just shooting a shit ton of rockets around if you're like Jango Fett. Because lest we forget, the first Lego Star Wars games was the prequels for some reason. They didn't do the original trilogy till later. Came out before Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, it came out before Revenge of the Sith, and it actually gave you the whole story. But because they didn't have any voice acting, it wasn't really much of a giveaway. I say it came out before. It was like, I feel like it was a week before. Or it was very close. Okay, who's got the abilities? Not you. Apparently you do. Oh, it's one of these. I'm good at these. I know how they work. Alright, do you have to do them in order? Okay. Thank God, later on, there's a cheat you get for them that just... You just go up to them and it does the puzzle, the mini game for you. You don't actually have to do it. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it? We like that, don't we? I particularly like, you know, when you end up building a little tractor by accident. I'm bored. I'm done. I can't be asked. I mean, the trouble is, it's great having a Lego game based on a film, but there's so much richer material that you could base it on. Like, you know, the other Lego Marvel games they released. One of them came before this. It was better. That's when, you know. What the hell has Fury got? He's got a goddamn rocket launcher. Where are you keeping that from? It doesn't matter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for something different.